In my mind, I'd visualised by taking the redundancy that I would rather let go of the cliff at this point than be clinging on, knowing I'm kind of okay, but not really that great. But didn't know at that point what was going to come next. Once I had that moment of clarity, I really knew I could be really great at this, and I was just so excited. Hello, my name is Cyan Holden and I'm a coach at My Body Fit Personal Training in Solihull. Prior to PFCA, I knew there was something not quite right, didn't really know what that was. However, I identified that I wanted to work with people, I wanted to work for people, and I wanted to be inspired by the people I was working for and with. My life was transformed through fitness, and what better way to be able to help people than going into that industry myself. I've always worked in market insight for various brands. I've never hated my career. I just felt when I hit 40 that there was something missing. I was looking for something more meaningful. All the steps up within that career weren't really appealing to me. So that kind of set off alarm bells and made me really rethink what I really wanted to get out of my career and something that would fulfill me on a more meaningful level. So becoming a fitness coach has changed my life for the better in many ways. I feel I'm more present at home because I have so much more fulfillment and enjoyment in my career. So that's helped massively. I'm more patient, I'm kinder, I'm more present. And I have pushed myself fitness-wise as well, so I'm definitely at my fittest. We try to lead by example, so yeah. So the thing that I gained the most from the PFCA course was an acknowledgement that we are all allowed to be individual coaches and to develop our own style, and that's absolutely okay and encouraged. So imposter syndrome is something that people commonly experience when changing careers. Gents and Mass made it very clear that there's no blueprint for this. They always encouraged individual contributions, and that allowed us to build the confidence that we can be the coach we're meant to be on the gym floor. So the types of feedback that I receive from clients saying, without you, I could never have whatever that may be, that's really enjoyable to hear as a coach, because at the end of the day, that's why you're doing it. You want to make a difference in people's lives. But also from a personal level, my peers have commented that I look happier, I look healthier. They've noticed a change in me and my own well-being. So it's not only come from clients, but also in my personal life as well. There's nothing more satisfying than seeing somebody achieve their goal, no matter how big or small. It's always a big thing. People tend to minimise what their goals are. It's always really meaningful to people, and to be part of that journey is really, really special. I had a client recently who she suffered with arthritis all of her life, and it made a huge difference to her coming into the gym and then being able to stand up on the train all the way from Solihull to London without needing to sit down. That's something that she never ever thought would be achievable. So it's those differences that you make in people's lives, those real, tangible differences that make this all worthwhile. The fitness coaching part of the career was the one thing that probably worried me at first. Can I do that? Do I know what I'm doing? All the technical aspects. Once I realised, through the help of the course as well, that these are things that you can learn and you will continue to learn on the gym floor, and move past that more into the human part of the job, I realised this will be the right career for me and future because of the impact that you can make as an individual on people's lives. And I think, like, what better product to work with than real people, and really changing people's lives. So the most obvious challenge that I faced when choosing a career change was financial consideration. I was fairly well paid, I lived a certain lifestyle that I'd gotten used to. However, I felt like I was much more comfortable jumping off the cliff at that point and dealing with that, because I knew that by taking a sidestep, I would be more well off mentally and emotionally, and the rest can come. So it was a challenge that I was willing to face, move through, and I knew that the rewards on the other side would far outweigh the costs. So the hardest part about the transition for me was having an idea of how a PT should be, should look, should train, what level of fitness should I have, am I going to be good enough for this industry? So I guess all wrapped up, the imposter syndrome was the hardest thing to deal with. I think that just having the right people around you to build you up and support you, that's what this industry is all about. That's what the course was all about. I felt like leaving that course, I was going to go into the gym floor with an open mind, ready to learn more. They made it very clear that learning is a journey, and that gave me the confidence to go in and kill it with confidence, knowing that my heart was in the right place. I wanted to do the right thing by people and transform their lives, and I would put all of the groundwork in place to be able to do that. I think my biggest fears were, I enjoy training, but do I know how to train others? Are they going to take me seriously? I don't have a sport as such, so I don't come from that background where, oh, she's a CrossFitter or she plays badminton or whatever it is. I purely train for the fun of it and for life and to play. I've got a childlike personality. I wonder why we stopped playing. I started training, realised this is kind of playtime for me. I think when I realised that actually bringing a lot of that fun to the gym floor is kind of, that's good. Most people, that's where they're at. Not everyone's an athlete, a sports person, so the fear of being inferior, I guess, having a sport or a particular discipline that I excelled in was a bit of a fear. However, what I do it for is very much shared by a lot of people who just kind of want to get fit for their lifestyle, and that there's a lot of value in that. The PFCA mindset is that everybody's an individual, including the coaches, so your clients will be and so are you, and that's absolutely okay. We all have something unique to offer and bring to the table. I went from feeling like this needs to be A plus B equals C to understanding that actually this will be different whoever the client is, and if I continue to learn and grow, then I'm going to be able to bring something to the table and offer them something really valuable. So it's confidence for me. It was that confidence build. There's not many careers and industries where that's encouraged so much and so valued. What really stood out for me is how interactive the course was, how much energy there was during those 2 hours, so it flew by. Everybody's contribution was encouraged and valued. There were lots of practical breakouts as well, so overall a really enjoyable and energising experience. Do you know what? There were plenty of favourite moments. It was a great deal of fun. It was reassuring to be on a video call with people who are very well known and respected in the fitness industry, and realise just how down to earth they were, and they made it feel really possible that we could be as great as they are and develop into that kind of coach. The cohort, so the group we were working with, were great fun as well. So yeah, loads of really enjoyable moments. I was on holiday when I got my results through that I'd completed and qualified my level 3 PT, and there's a lot of work that's involved. You're really passionate about this, so it's really nerve-wracking, that build-up, like have I done it, have I passed? So yeah, being on holiday at that moment when I got my feedback through, and really generous feedback, you know, no holding back. There was a lot of feedback and things I could learn from. I was really grateful for that, and it was just, yeah, it was just nice to then have a drink by the seaside, knowing that, you know, the future was really bright.